Hello and welcome to part 3 of this video series where I am writing a song completely from scratch. So this is part of a side business that I have where I write custom songs based on the customer's personal story. So they make for, wedding gifts, anniversary gifts, birthday gifts, that sort of thing. In this video, I work on the bridge section of the song, and starting out, I really had no idea where it was going to go. The only thing that I was going on is that the chords had to be completely different from the verse in the chorus, as the purpose of the bridge is to offer a different perspective both musically and lyrically, typically speaking, if we're talking about pop music and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I get into in this video. And as a result, there were some happy accidents. I wound up actually just coming up with a melody out of thin air based off of the first chord that I used. And then I used the melody in my head as kind of like a reference to build the chord progression, which is weird. It's kind of like a backwards way of thinking, but that's kind of how the process goes sometimes. And speaking of, if you're struggling with songwriting, I've actually taken my own personal process and condensed it down into a simple checklist of steps to take you from, I have no idea what I'm going to write, I have nothing to say, to, oh cool, I have some ideas that I can work with finally, right? It's just just bullet points, just like do this, do this, do this, do this. And it's stuff that I always go back to when I'm in the heat of the moment. Like if I'm writing a custom song and I freeze up and I'm just like, oh God, I immediately have to tell myself like, step one. I have to go to step one. So if you're interested in that, you can download that for free in the link in the description. And if you want to just grab that and follow along with this whole video series, I highly recommend it. I think it'll help you out a lot. I use this with private students all the time as well as myself, and it hasn't failed me yet. I think it'll serve you well. Also worth mentioning, for some reason in the session, I kept referring to the bridge as the pre-chorus. Maybe, at the time I was thinking it might have been a pre-chorus. But in actuality, it definitely sounds a lot more like a bridge because, the nature of the pre-chorus is to build tension, right? And there was some tension with this set of chords, but it just felt more like a complete departure as opposed to just a section that, leads from a familiar verse and builds tension up into that chorus. It just sounded more like a bridge, if that makes sense to you. Just wanted to clarify that real quick. This is a bridge. So now we can do a bridge. So I don't know what that's going to be yet, but I don't know if I want it to be the same as this. Let's see. And since I'm in the key of E flat right now, let's do, what do I have? I could go back to F minor. No. What if I went to G minor? Oh, snap. And then. So, boom. Nope. I don't like that either. What's the chord I'm hearing in my head right now? I don't know. I don't know what it is. And then, oh, there it is. All right. So I'm glad I'm recording this because this melody idea just came out of thin air. So. Probably end that on the 5 chord there. Let's try E flat. Yeah, and then okay. So, seeing as this is a brand new thing, maybe I'll just record it into my phone now. So, real time. So we got. Something like that. So I have no lyrics written for that whatsoever. Maybe I'll try to do that in this very video. We'll see. But I first want to get, you know, all of this stuff laid out. So see if pre-chorus works. Well, I like that. So, but I want this to be a build up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do perfect. All right, so bring that in. Okay, so there's my pre-chorus. So 10 seconds here. Pre-chorus. And I might tweak this a tad bit. Let's see if I can get away with, where am I? Yep. So unmute. And then maybe chop U. Do a quick little inversion. There we go. Okay, that sounds better. All right, so there you have it. So in case you're wondering how the lyrics turned out, here's a quick clip of me just in the vocal booth during the recording session.
When she's on Snapchat, that's when he knows she's had a long day. Venting her frustration conversations. I let them know what I have to say.
So seeing as I had to use the customer's story to write the lyrics, I wound up going with the topic of her venting on Snapchat, you know, as a means to, you know, create some kind of, you know, dramatic departure musically and lyrically from the verse and the chorus. And it changed the melody idea I had a little bit. And yeah, I get dramatic on this one, so there it is. Okay, so there it is. There's part 3. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope, you know, you got some, you know, maybe different perspectives on things. I've been hearing that from people lately as far as like my approach seems to be a little bit different than others. I attribute it to being a left-handed person. Who knows? But I'm just curious. Like, if you know, have a different process from this, I would love to hear about it. So drop me a comment because I just love talking about all this sort of stuff. And if you are still at the point where you're struggling with songwriting, right? Grab that free checklist. Like I said before, it's in the link in the description and it will help. I promise it will help. So again, thanks for watching. Part 4 is coming up next.